do you see a little bit of bubble?
I was not expecting that.
Hey folks, 8-Bit Dave here, and I'm just bringing in the intro for this wine tasting video. Part of the reason why Merlot Mama and I had came up with wine tasting as an idea on a plant channel was because obviously great wines come from great plants. Now most wines that we're all familiar with come from grapes, but of course we all know you can make wine from just about anything. What we have here is a bush called a Haskap or Haskap or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to bother trying. She'll have the spelling on the screen for you. Anyways, this bush produces an oval or banana shaped berry, and it tastes like a cross between a super tart raspberry and a blueberry. It's not a commercial crop that you can buy in the store because the skin is so thin it can't survive transport. For today's wine tasting and exploring the relationship between awesome plants and awesome wines, we're going to try something a little bit different. It's from Rigby Orchards, and it is a Haskap wine, and it's locally made here in Manitoba, Canada. So let's give it a shot.
All right, and we're going to be picnicking it today. So now we are going to try the apple Haskap wine that we have. David picked this up from the liquor store.
That being said, where we live, there is only one liquor store, the government liquor store.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that explains the venue. But let's talk about the location for a second. Here we are at sunset, and we're doing it outside. And these are Frontenac grapes behind us. They're our own grapes that we
have
grow.
a little personal vineyard behind us, I guess, if you want to call it a vineyard, for our own uses. And this wine, okay, so I did a little bit of research on the wine because you asked me to.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the motorcycle.
Oh. I feel like all my videos there's something going on in the background. So if you look at the bottle, I'll do a little bit of a close-up here. At the top it says Rigby Orchards, correct?
Yeah.
Rigby Orchards. And after doing some research, I realized that, or I found out that Rigby Orchards is also the same as at the bottom, the Clayton Apple Orchard. So Rigby Orchard is, I'll put a map of where it is, I can't exactly remember, but it's 14 acres. And that's where they grow like their apples, their the wine, the Haskap berries, and I'm pretty sure that's the stuff that they use to make their homemade wine. They make a few different things. They make some meads. I don't really know what a mead is.
Mead is a wine that's made with honey.
Okay.
As one of the.
And then they make this one, and then they do some apple stuff. And then the orchard is in Elkhorn, Manitoba. And if you look up the orchard, the Clayton Apple Orchard, it's a U-pick. So you can go there, and it's actually pretty cool. It's like huge property, and there's like one little house. It's honestly like a family-owned thing, and it's a U-pick. So you can go there, you can pick so many different things. They have raspberries, strawberries, different types of apples. They have the Haskap. They have raspberry, everything. They have everything there that you can pick. In the wintertime, they even do like you-pick Christmas trees, and they have honey, and they have just lots of different things. But unfortunately, due to the weather and the drought that we've been having, I did realize, I saw that they weren't really doing it this year because the fruit hasn't been producing very much in our climate this year. So very excited to try this, and we also have some Laughing Cow.
Yeah, so our cheese today will be Laughing Cow, just something light and easy and probably available everywhere. And this is the urban cheese, which is my personal favorite.
Yummies.
So,
I'll pour the wine.
yeah, one thing I did want to point out first is, as we had alluded to earlier, these are the berries. And, you know, I think we should break into something unusual. Did you smell it already? What
I
did
can
it
just
smell like?
smell it. It smells like, I don't know, like strong.
It was strong?
Yeah.
Can I take a smell?
Like it smells like strong straight out of the bottle.
Yeah, I smell like a dark plum and like a Bing cherry, like a dark cherry, like they're dark, deep.
Yeah,
Like those
yeah.
Hungarian cherries that you get in the sour syrup.
But I also smell like a little hint of the apple. I for sure smell the apple.
Yeah.
Actually, because it's an apple Haskap. It's
So-
not just.
I feel like just to get our palate a little toasty here, we should try a few of these berries.
Okay.
And let's just tell, because the viewers at home might
Mhm.
not have ever tried any of these or be able to relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Cheers.
give them a shot. Cheers. Oh, here. These berries are kind of small. It's the end of the season and we struggle to find these. So
Yeah. Mm. So they're sweet. They're sweet and tart, but like
I get mostly tart.
yeah, they're tart, but like they also are sweet. At the beginning, like a couple weeks ago, they were a lot more like soury tart, and now they're like a sweet tart.
You're a sweet tart. Oh. And I would say the flavor of these berries just au naturel is a cross between a blueberry and raspberry, but mostly raspberry, like a tartness of a raspberry.
Yeah.
So anyways, cheers. And I'll go with the smell again just because.
Yeah. See, now it doesn't smell so cherry.
Yeah.
Like in the bottle, it smells like he was saying, like very cherry.
Like a dark cherry.
Like it still does, but I think I get more apple now.
Yeah, me too. I get a lot of apple. in
Or
here.
like, I don't know.
It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's very thick.
Oh my goodness, I took a sip.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wow.
You do see a little bit of bubble.
I was not expecting that.
Is it yeasty?
I don't know what that tastes like.
Yeah, kind of like bread.
Okay. I was not expecting this flavor. It's like sour,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
but it's like a good sour.
I was expecting it like
The smell of the dark cherry made me think that it was going to be like a strong alcohol. It's
Yeah.
very thick, like a very like
well, I thought it was gonna be
mead.
thick, but it's actually light.
mead keeps coming to my
It's
mind.
lighter than I thought. I thought it would be like a heavy Merlot, like something you would.
It literally
to
looks
wash
like a
down this-
syrup, like a light syrup, like
But-
you would put on like pancakes. Like if you were boiling down your blueberries in the pot.
So I expected, because it looked kind of dark and syrupy and heavy, I expected it to be heavy, but it's fairly
This
light.
is delicious.
Yeah.
This is lovely. Of course, our neighbors just got home. It's a 7% alcohol, and the bottle is just a little bottle. Wow, I'm so like happy about it. All right, let's try some cheese.
Let's try some cheese. All right.
I think it's gonna go so good.
This is my favorite part. Cheers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So creamy. The best.
I got a dandelion seed in mine.
Oh, it's perfect. This is such
It's
a
a good combo.
wine. Mm.
So,
This is a perfect summary.
speaking of summer, you
Wine.
had mentioned earlier about the drought.
Yeah.
And when I think of heat, I think of Arizona. And when we were in Arizona, we saw lots of these plants, and I love them. So I wanted one beside us.
Yeah, the drought isn't very good for our fruit that we grow, but
Yeah, especially for local farmers, it's been pretty hard this year. But luckily here, we have a well, and I just water everything. And we're also right on a river, so there's endless supply of water there too.
yeah. So, what would you rate the wine?
Well, honestly, I would,
Out of 10.
out of 10, I would rate this a 9 in terms of a non-grape based wine. See, I feel like we've done other fruit wines before,
Yeah.
and you tend not to be a fan of it. I
No.
tend to like it a little bit more usually. And
They're more like, they taste like alcohol, and that's exactly what I thought this was going to be, especially when I smelt it out of the bottle. But
yeah, I thought this
It's
was
not.
going to be a lot heavier
This
and a
is-
lot more syrupy, because it looks like it's going to be, but honestly, it's really light. It's great.
yeah.
Now, on another scale here, how much of this is
Too
like
much.
apple
Oh.
versus the high cast
I'd
berry?
probably say there's more apple than the high cast, especially based on like the I don't know, like there's little bubbles in there, like the not carbonation, but like
Yeah, from the fermentation.
yeah,
I do get the aftertaste. Like, bring in a little bit of air,
Okay.
and then see if that sourness isn't so similar to the tartness of the high casp. Just take some air in now. Like, force it on your tongue, yeah. Don't you get some sour happening just like when you finish one of the berries?
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. It's really good.
Dandelion seed, hey?
I actually blew a wish flower before we got out here.
Oh, I see. So that's probably what landed in my drink.
I made a wish. But yes, I would probably give it a 9 too.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's really good
Very
for
surprising.
a fruit-based wine.
Yeah, for sure. And then the price point is, well, I think I saw online it was like $15. What did you pay?
I can't remember.
Probably
it was
around
a while
$15,
ago.
$20. It's like I said, it's not a full-size bottle.
Yeah, and so
bottle.
I would recommend this if you ever get a chance to get it anywhere.
Yeah.
And
I'll put a picture on the screen and
a link to their site or whatever.
so they're like, oh yeah, also another thing that I found out was this Rigby Orchards was the first vineyard in Manitoba, and it was from 1999 was when they were established.
Yeah, okay.
So that was kind of cool, and they don't have anything where you can purchase online. Like their website is very like HTML, like just whatever.
GeoCities.
But you can find it at all the liquor stores in Manitoba. And I guess that's everything. Was it delicious?
Yeah, it was
I loved
awesome.
it. Thank you for joining us.
I just want to read what it says here.
Sure.
Because we always read what it says on the bottle. So there's no sulfates added. Serve within 4 days of opening. No water added. Serve first with the salad and then with our organic lentils, of course, to share splash in our organic apple juice. Fragrant apple and bioactive blue flavonoid rich Haskap berry rooted in fertile Chernzem soil. So, well, yeah. What can I say? It still tastes good.
If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section below. I thought it was a really fun idea that we are doing everything outside. I usually do my wine and cheese in the studio, but we're doing it outside, and I thought it was a fun idea, and I really enjoyed doing this. So if you also enjoyed watching this, if you also liked watching this, let me know, and maybe I'll come up with some other fruitier wines to do before the summer ends.
Yeah, and remember, great wines come from
Grapes?
plants.
Plants.
Come from great plants.
Yes.
And you love plants.
And I love plants.
And you're the Merlot mama.
Okay,
Cheers.
Cheers. See you next time. Bye.